After taking game one, Kawhi and the Clippers had a difficult time with the Mavericks last night. Despite Luka Doncic being limited to 28 minutes due to foul trouble, the Clippers did not lead for even a second last night in a 127-114 loss. Kawhi had 35 points, but it was paired with a poor 4 of 17 shooting night from Paul George. And after the game, Luka said analysts should be saying the Mavericks have a shot to win the series, especially now that the series is tied at a game apiece. Shannon, what was your biggest takeaway?
Might have should have been up 2-0. Had old Kane Fitzgerald not raised his head and had his thumbprint on the game, Skip Bayless, because you saw what they were doing with when Porzingis was in the game. But I want to know, when did the Mavericks get a conga line going to the basket? Now, Skip Bayless keep telling me, and all these basketball people that know way more about basketball than I do, I'm just a beginner, but I'm trying to get my feet wet. The two best wing defenders in all of basketball since Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan are Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. I want to know why they can't stop that conga line that the Mavericks have now, or the last two games, going to the basket. Now, when Jason Tatum and Smart was lighting Kawhi and Paul George up, when these guys, it don't matter. Kawhi just saving himself to the playoffs. Well, it's the playoffs now. What's going on? Why can't Opie pooping on them? They can't keep Opie from the hoop. What's going on, Skip?
Who's Opie?
You know who Luka. My guy,
Opie?
Yeah, look.
Now he's Opie?
Baby Bird.
He went from Larry Bird to Opie?
I call it Baby. He got a bunch of names.
Yeah, well, he's no Baby Bird.
Yo, he Baby Bird.
He can't shoot
Skip,
a lick.
hold on, wait a minute. What Patrick Beverly falling on the sideline? What Paul George? Where is that at, Skip? Skip, you don't like front runners.
It's called pulled cat.
No. You don't like front runners. Skip Bayless say he hate a front runner. That what old LeBron James, your guy, LeShannon, your guy, LeFraud James. No. You don't like front runners.
I've never used LeFraud.
Yeah, you do. You call him all kind of names. You be different.
I'll use that. I'll borrow that. Thank you.
You gonna call him the champion?
Yeah.
After this year. That's
I'm
what you
gonna call him phony goat.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Skip. For whatever reason, the Clippers haven't been able to solve what the Mavericks are doing. The Mavericks are operating at a higher clip now than they did in the regular season, and you mentioned this. They had a historic clip offensively. Skip, I've never seen anything like this.
Historic. They say they're the #1 rated offense in the history of the NBA.
Yes, they were. They had a 116. They were 120 before the ejection. They were 119. So they were 3 points better than the historic pace that they had set this year. So they're even better against a team that pride themselves on defense. But let me guess, Patrick Beverly wasn't there, so their whole team isn't complete. Right? Is that the excuse you're going to use? Because
is it my turn?
No, it's not your turn just yet. I'm just having a good old time. I thought they was in the HOV lane. Just cruising. Doc's son-in-law. So let me get some of that, Luka. Wow, he going. Tim Hardaway Jr. Let me get some of that. Finney Smith. Everybody just off the dribble, going to the hoop. I'm like, what is this? And I've been telling you, that guy right there, he's not the same. He's not the same defender. Because Luka making him look real bad, Skip Bayless. Just imagine, Luka played 28 minutes. He had 22, 6, and 7 at the half. Imagine if he played his normal minutes in the second half. What his stat line gonna look like? He's about to make, yesterday will win. He's about to make Monday's stat line look like fettuccine.
Yeah.
He about to drop 50 on the two best wing defenders in all of basketball. And I need to know why.
My turn?
One more thing before I let you go. The thing that surprised me the most was how well the Mavs bench played, especially with Luka missing so much time. Skip, I was like, man, the Clippers about to make this run now. Sweet Lou seemed to have gotten it going. Trez was running. He didn't make a whole bunch of his free throws, but he was getting to the foul line. And I'm like, but every time the Clippers got close, Seth Curry or Hardaway or somebody hit a shot. They had Boban. Big Bo looking like Elijah Wan, throwing little baby jumpers off over Bo's shoulder. I'm like, who is Bo be doing that too? What's going on, Skip?
They should have gotten Keanu Reeves to guard him. Put a little John Wick 3 on him. He wouldn't have lasted long with Keanu.
He tried.
Okay, my turn. First of all, this is no excuse. What did I tell you last week? Patrick Beverly is the third most important player on the Clippers. Last night, he would have been the second most important player because number 2, not that number 2, but the second most used
13.
to be Paul George 13, PG 13. Last night, he turned back into George Paul. George Paul showed up last night, and it was a long and ugly night. What did he go last night? He went 4 of 17 and 2 of 10 from 3.
It was a rough night.
Okay.
He's in foul trouble, though, so he couldn't get a rhythm. Give him that.
Patrick Beverley is the tone setter for this team. He did it in game 1. He attacked Luka right out of the blocks in game 1. And what happened to Luka in the first 5 minutes of that game 1?
Yeah, he turned it over.
He got destroyed. Would you tell me 5 turnovers in 5 minutes?
Yeah, the first 3 minutes.
Okay. It was an annihilation led by the little pit bull getting all up into Luka, and he wasn't ready for the RPM of the playoffs and the way they attacked him. The primary defender on Luka has been Marcus Morris, not that guy. Maybe more and more. When Luka came back in at the 4:24 mark at the end of the game, he took him and did a nice job on him late because I think they are saving him for the crucial moments. He will take him when it really matters, and he will cause him more problems than Marcus Morris. Why they don't decide to trap and try to get the ball out of Luka's hands, I don't know. They're too proud because they think they're too great on defense, so we don't stoop to double somebody.
You noticed that too?
Yeah.
I mean, the game was seemingly getting out of hand, 18 points, and Doc don't call a timeout like he coaching the dream team. Oh, them guys will figure it out.
Okay,
it look good.
Okay, they fell behind 15-2 out of the chute.
Right.
The other night, they went up 18-2 to start the game. So this was the flip side.
Right.
This is, we're too cool for this school. We're just not going to show up tonight. We'll just kind of roll the ball out there, and the Mavericks will say, you guys are too good. You're stifling on defense. We can't handle it. You're too physical. You're too tough-minded. We give up.
Right.
They didn't give up. They took a 15-2 lead, and they basically never relinquished.
Well, you remember, and then the Clippers, Skip, they went on their run, and then the Mavs went on another run.
Okay. When did the Mavs really go on their run? Here's the shame of last night. Luka left the game at 6:03 of the third quarter. And this wasn't just foul trouble. He was just going to rest. But he kept resting, and they kept scoring. And it was a 3-point game when he went out. And all of a sudden, the Mavericks go crazy, led by not Seth Curry, Seth Curry, not Steph.
Yeah,
but all of a sudden, Seth started looking like Steph
He did.
last night, like his big brother.
Yep.
He started making shot after shot. Could we see that one Seth Curry shot? This was near the end of the game. This was like the ultimate dagger. But this is a step back that's just nasty. It's just like, okay, that's too good. Like, you're into it. Look at this. Whoops, a little behind the back. And
They take that, big brother.
guess who?
Take that, big brother.
That was on that guy. And when he made that shot, I said, okay, that's the end of that deal because that's just too good. Okay. The backups led the charge with old Luka just sitting over there grinning on the bench.
Exactly.
Resting and grinning and resting and grinning. So he stays out of the game from 6:03 the third all the way down to 4:26 remaining in the game. So he stays out more than a quarter.
Yes.
And they are killing the Clippers through the whole run. Boban, to your point, everybody's making shots, just making shots right and left. If you look at the bench scoring for this team, it's absurd. They get Trey Burke goes 7 of 11, Seth goes 6 of 9, Boban goes 6 of 8. Well, that's just destruction. You're going to lose the game if those guys do that to you because you're not guarding any of them because you think, oh, they're just the backups. We can rest.
Yeah, I get it, guys, but Skip, they laying the ball up. I mean, they taking the ball in one. Trey Burks, and I'm looking at Seth Curry. They got the ball like old Zeke. Skip, Zeke used to have the ball high and kiss it off the glass so you couldn't block it. They doing that to that team. And that team prides themselves on defense.
They do.
Doc is a physically minded, tough-minded head coach. He prides himself on defense. And they're going around those guys. And I'm not just talking about Lou Wills because we know Lou is a little challenged defensively, but he'll light you up on the other end. They're going around anybody that's in front of them. I don't know what the game plan is, but Rick Carlisle said we can put the ball on the floor and get to the rim because everybody other than Boban is putting the ball on the floor and getting to the rim, Skip. Every last one of them, Porzingis, Kleber, Burke, Curry, it doesn't matter. Finney-Smith, it does not matter.
Because of the lack of desire on the Clippers' part.
Okay.
Defense is about desire.
Yes.
You either want to play it on a given night or you don't want to play it. They are the two best wing defenders when they want to be.
Oh,
Last night they did not want to be.
So what about Monday night?
Well, I told you, I admitted if Porzingis stays in the game, it felt like they were going to lose the game.
Yes.
So they got lucky. They dodged that little bullet. But this one, they didn't. They took it right between the eyes. And all I know is that they're fortunate they don't have to now fly to Dallas to play in American Airlines Arena, because that would be a battle.
Right.
That would be Friday night in Dallas.
Right.
It would be crazy in there, and it would be a hard game to win. Well, at least you get to go back to the bubble, even though the crowd noise is going to favor the Mavericks. You should win Game 3, and once again, you had better win Game 3. But I did see you were all over this guy, number 2, Kawhi Leonard, about his performance last night. How would you like 35 and 10? Is that okay? 35 points, 10 rebounds. How would you like 13 of 14 from the free throw line?
41
Is that
minutes.
any good?
41 minutes.
Is that any good?
Yeah, you know what? It's
35 and 10. I'd take that.
You know what, Skip? It's funny that you brought him up. I brought a little track. Hey, DJ, drop that track for me. Let me show you what Kawhi did. This your guy right here. In crunch time. Look at this right here. This your guy. What is that, Skip? What is this?
That wasn't crunch time. It was like a 15-point game
what about
at
this
that point.
Ooh, here, great. What is that?
Okay.
I guess
Wait.
LeBron was right. There is something about the lighting.
Is 35 any good?
Look at that.
How about 13 or 14? When was the last time LeBron James made 13 or 14 free throws in a game? Like never?
Well, see,
How about like never?
No. We're not talking about LeBron.
Yeah. Oh, yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we're putting him in the same. This is about who's the best player on the planet.
Where there's no denying that we already know who the best player. I just want to say what happened down the stretch.
Yeah.
When he's dribbling the ball off his foot, when he's turning the ball over, when he Skip.
It's not down the stretch. It's a wipeout.
No, it's not. It's a wipeout.
It's a wipeout.
Hold on.
Well, look at the final score. It's 127 to 140. Those plays you just showed, it was a 15-point game.
No, actually, it was not. Because what happened was Kawhi hit a shot to close it.